Peace and welcome to Water-Trine Flow. This is the Virgo March 2020 reading. Hi, Virgo. I know you're having like this whole full moon action like right now. So yeah, it's, if it's your solar sign or your rising sign, then you are having, a closing out of something to do with your persona or how you see yourself, your self identity, um, a big part of yourself, and if it's your moon, then you are, this is happening. You're experiencing a big closing out shift or change in your emotional body, right? Um, Emotional perception. But either way, I feel like Virgo, you may be finding it hard to shift. Okay. So we have here, I went ahead and laid the cards out. We have two oracle cards from the Enchanted Map Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. We have the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, clarified by the Golden Tarot. Our first two cards in the oracle, our oracle cards are number 24, Stuck in the Mud, and number 36, Commitment. Okay, with these two cards, I received the energy like of, excuse me. And with the Stuck in the Mud card, it kind of spun around a couple times. So it was kind of reversed, and then I went to touch it and it was upright, and then it spun to reverse again. So with the Stuck in the Mud card, um, stuck in the mud can be, life slowing you down so that you can like stop pushing forward for something better. Like there has to be something better or some ideal that you have become fixated on in some arena of your life, whether it's a mate or career, something you've become so fixated on that it's keeping you from advancing in other ways, right? So you can be slowed down and prevented from moving forward on this thing, that you're fixated on, just so you can get a better perspective on what's going on, um, really, what you're creating, really, what you're committing to, really, or what you have committed to. And also with the Stuck in the Mud card, you can be feeling stuck and mired down in a commitment. Um, and this is like the feeling can come from your own actions and your own perspective. So, and you may be obstinately, holding out, because Virgos, you can see clearly, how something should logically work out. And then you can become, you know, um, very clear on that and very clear on expressing that. And others might not agree. Okay. And you may be very obstinate in the fact that, this is the right way to go about maybe even a commitment. This is the right way to go about this commitment. And someone may not agree with you. And, part of feeling stuck and mired down is how you're looking at things. When you're in a commitment with another party or a partnership, you have to give. It's not going to be all about you. You know what I mean? Um, that commitment, that's the partnership, that's teamwork, that's, two people working together. And sometimes you have to give for the sake of the commitment. You have to give on, your views and how you think things should go for the sake of the commitment. The lesson needs to be learned together, not just because Virgo says so. Okay. Also, you may have created yourself a situation that you feel like, uh, how can I put it? You were right. You were standing on what you believed in, but those beliefs have now gotten you to a place where you feel like possibly you may have committed to the wrong ideal, and it's hard for you to shift gears. You also have the Wizard of Awareness, which speaks to not, it's a card of detachment, not being attached to, the outcome, living your life from a almost spectator's view, right? So you are observing what happens around you instead of being emotionally attached and involved with every little thing that happens around you or to you. It doesn't always have anything to do with you. Um, and I feel like sometimes maybe your emotional attachment to outcomes and things, people, we have here like some sensitivity and stuff, maybe it kept you from making uh, commitments or partnerships, whether financially, career wise, business, relationship, love. It kept you from making these commitments because you were very stuck in an emotional attachment to how you thought things should be, your perspective. And I say perspective because we have the Eight of Air, which is seeing things from a whole new perspective, right? Understanding that the way you see things isn't always the way things are. And we have clarifying that the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like divine guidance, destiny. Something has come in that's made you either want to change your perspective or have to change your perspective. I guess it's because you're stuck. You can't really do anything right now. So you're having to look for a new way to view your life, a new way to think. You're having to think outside the box. And it might be because you're having some type of pause on your finances. Because here we have the Queen of Earth, which could very well be you, Virgo. But for me, it also speaks to growing stability, growing wealth. And with the Hanged Man and also this Stuck in the Mud card, there may be a business that you're trying to nurture and grow, and you're, feeling stuck at this time. And when we're stuck, you have to take time and try to figure things out. So I see you being, in this hangman stuck and being enlightened. And as you try to figure things out about business, you also figure things out about yourself and your thought patterns, right? And then you move into the Ace of Air. Being stuck really helps you out, huh, Virgo? Because then you come into the Ace of Air. Do you see what this is? It's like a winged horse flying out the clouds over the freaking rainbow. But it's like so much clarity and so much truth and understanding and, a whole new divine outlook on life. And you have clarifying that the Knight of Cups. So this could be a message that comes in. This could also be divine message, divine spirit, or, you see clearly now the commitment that you've made and that someone else has made to you. And you're like, I love you. It really brings it home to you, the person or thing that you've committed to, and how satisfying that is. You get really clear on what it is that you want, what fills your cup. Okay. Also, I see if you've been stuck in the mud or committed to a certain way of viewing relationships, this could be a knight, riding in with the cup of love, a cup of emotional endearment. And they're honest and true. This is someone you can trust. They come in and they give you a whole new way of looking at life. They come in and they give you a whole new perspective on emotional intelligence and looking at yourself. And this may, because I feel like this, we have the Five of Earth, Virgo. So this is in this deck, this is understanding, that all things aren't meant to work out for us. And even though we're, you know, at a point where we may feel devalued or not seen for our worth, like they're seeds planted and they will grow. I also feel this is a level of like not being seen or blending in or not living up to your fullest potential. Like maybe you don't feel the best about yourself at this time, Virgo. Um, and so when it comes to partnering up with someone, you know, that may be an issue for you. Or there may be restrictions if you are in a commitment, and it's a sexual commitment. There may be restrictions or issues when it comes to intimacy and passion in the relationship. And so this may be, causing a pause. But I feel like the assistive energy is call, okay? And call speaks to like divine purpose and prosperity, being called to your, place in life, being called to your mission in life, understanding that your life is meant for a higher purpose. And it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. So if this is like a love commitment, then I feel like some things have happened that have brought this relationship to a standstill, to a place where there's lack of intimacy, there is lack of truth, and a lot of philandering possibly, or there is lack of financial growth in this union. Whatever it is, if this relationship is part of your divine destiny and it's part of your purpose in life, this commitment, then you will, move forward past all of the betrayal as it comes to an end, like all of the stuff, all the negativity that may have gone on in the relationship that has now brought it to a stagnant point. Then you get to where you can release it. Because this is for you. This is divinely your purpose. And we do have the Lover's card, which is like a divine union. Then you're able to move past it because you understand that this relationship, this commitment is bigger than, all the woes. There'll be more woes, but there'll also be more, uh, victories, right? And you have to get this detached position from it. You can't let every little thing take you to a place where you're willing to let go of it all. You have to stay committed if that's what you're doing. Or if you now see that this is not a divine union, right? This has all been to bring you, because like right now you're stuck and you can't move. Everything is stagnant. So it's causing you to look around. And either you look around and you find great value in what is around you and what you've created, or you look around and decide that this is not something that you want to commit to, and you decide to move forward. On your own, cutting things off. And we have in the near future, or this the most possible outcome, the King of Air. Definitely, kind of cutting things off. But I also get with this clarity and communication. So, with the Ace of Air here, I feel like there is this clarity that comes to you, Virgo. There's a clarity that comes to you about a emotionally fulfilling relationship in whatever arena of your life, or someone comes to you with like an emotional fulfilling offer, and you see very clearly that this is something you want to follow. And it could be the Queen of Wands. So, Virgo, if you're in a commitment, you may be deciding to follow your heart, follow your passion. And that might not be what you're already committed to, kind of feeling stuck in. But you're going to have to be strong and make a decision here. That's why you're stagnant. That's why you're not moving forward. And you're going to have to make a decision to be strong and courageous about what it is you truly believe in. And you're going to get the clarity. It's going to be right there. And I also feel like this could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that sees you, Virgo, as this Queen of Wands. This feels romantic, like they, want to be a part of your life. They want to help you with your creative endeavors. And, they're clear and they're honest with their emotions. But there may be, some things that you have went through, Virgo, that you've decided that, commitment is kind of off the table for you. You have a certain idea when it comes to commitment, and it's hard for you to detach from that, even though this person seems to be bringing forth only truth. Yeah. It may be a real loss. It may be a loss that you suffer, Virgo, if you can't be courageous enough to open yourself up to um, a new way. Because I feel like your outdated perspectives, and I'm going to say outdated because the wheel of fortune is here. So, like, things have changed. So, the way you used to think about things, if you're still following that, it's keeping you stuck. And you need to detach from being stuck on one way of seeing things and open yourself to new ideas, open yourself to emotional fulfillment. Okay? Go from cold to hot. Stop putting the pause on love, passion, and inspiration. Open up, Virgo. Open up. And if you're in a commitment, open up to the totality of that commitment. Communicate with your partner. Talk to them. Bring the love back. Bring the passion back. If it feels stuck and stagnant, talk about all the stuff, because it can move forward in its purpose if you talk about all the things that, and in a emotionally detached, kind of unresponsive way, non-reactive way, you discuss with your partner your commitment. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. There's something you've been slowed down and stagnated about because you need to decide if it's really something you want to commit to or not. Okay? Time to shit or get off the pot. I know, right? It's just like the worst thing to say. But yeah, so that's your reading for March, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And as always, Virgo, trust the divinity in you and love you. Peace.